Hey everybody, welcome back to Life with Lolo. It is Wednesday, so it's time for our recap of Sistas. It is season 1, episode 12, and it's titled All I Got. So this episode, child, it was good. Okay? Like, yes, let's just look, I ain't even finna ramble. Let's go and get into it. So it starts off where we left off last week, where the wife and the PI and Andy are in one room, and the wife is like, "So you was the bitch sleeping with my husband and whatever," and Andy just standing there looking like stuck, and so she was like, "You gonna answer me?" And the PI, she was like, "She knows," and so Andy was like, "Well, then there's no reason for you to be here. Like, why are we here? Like, what we doing? Why are we doing this or whatever?" So they telling her to sound. Andy like, "No, I ain't sitting down." She on a real defense or whatever like that. The wife like, "Sound, bitch, like sound." And Andy like, "She talking to like that?" And the PI like, "Come on, just sit down. We just want to talk about it. Like, we just want to." Just kind of talk so y'all can just get some things sorted out between yourselves or whatever. And so Andy's still like on the defense, and so then she finally sit down. The wife digging in her. She like, "You the lowest whore that I ever seen. Like, how could you sleep with a married man? How could you do this? I came in here, I was crying, pouring my heart out, and the whole time you sleeping with my husband. Like, how could you do something like this or whatever?" And she was like, I'm suing you. You gonna be disbarred. You not gonna have, when I'm through with you, you ain't even gonna have your reputation. Like, you ain't gonna be able to get no job nowhere, ho. You is done or whatever. So then the PI tell my son, "I told her to come here so she can get that out. Just speak her mind and get that out." Shut up. Like, what? So anyway, the PI is hell bent on them two working together to kind of get back at Gary or whatever like that. And so she like, I told her to kind of get here, come, because you can tell her some stuff. And then I keep wondering, I'm like, what can Andy tell her that the PI can't tell her? Because I just ain't really get that portion of it. Like, the PI kept saying, "Well, you can tell her stuff or whatever." I'm sorry, y'all, something is in my eye. You can tell her stuff. Some stuff, just let her know. And Andy like, "Well, what's in it for me or whatever?" And so um the wife was like, "Nothing." Like, she curled her lip up and everything. So, nothing. I said, "What she been saying in her acting classes?" So she because she pissed, right? So Andy like, "Well, I ain't doing it. I ain't saying it." And then the PI like, "No, no, no. She gonna sign an affidavit, you know, saying that you told her not to come. You told her that you couldn't be her lawyer or whatever like that. So null and voiding the firm, like voiding out the firm and everything like that. Like, she ain't even interact with her or do nothing legal wise with her, which really she didn't." So whatever. But anyway, so Andy starts. So the wife like, "Okay, go ahead and talk." Andy like, "Well, what you want to know?" She was like, "No, no, I ain't doing this. What you not finna do is spoon feed me no information. Talk, bitch, talk." Like, so Andy starts like, this wife that took her anger. She on his anger. She got that down. So Andy go to tell her like how they met. They met at a grocery store. Andy had ran out her favorite tea, so she had ran down to the grocery store, and she ran into Gary at the grocery store. She was all in her bunny slippers looking a hot ass mess, and he was flirting with her, talking about something. She looked good, she looked beautiful, and all this other stuff. And she was like, "No, I usually dress better than this, but." And then he complimented her bunny slippers and all this other nonsense, right? So she said, like, he told her that he was married. That first meeting, he told her that she was married. He said, "If I wasn't married, I would ask you out or something." And she was just like, "Oh, okay, well, I usually don't look like this. Um, I look better than this," or something she said. And then she left. She said 2 weeks later, she came in there dressed to the nines, and he was there. I'm like, do he work at the grocery store? Like, why is this man always at this goddamn grocery store all the time? Like, that don't sound weird. Like, he always at the grocery store at the same time she at the grocery store. Stalker. So I thought that was kind of weird. And then he was like, well, you said you was cute, but I called you beautiful. I win, or some foolishness like that. So he was flirting with her, and she gonna say it was months before she gave him her number, and all this other stuff. And my whole thing is, first of all, you knew this man was married from jump. You going there to flirt with him or find him and run into him and all this other stuff. Like, Andy, no. No, Andy, no, 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 no. Like, I don't care if this man said he was finna be divorced and stuff like that. Did you see any paperwork that he was divorcing his wife? Did you see him actively going through a divorce? Did you see the legal separation paperwork that he was going through a divorce? Where was he living at? Like, you need all this information. Okay, you just can't say people word nowadays. And she said they had went out and he was like talking to her, and so then the wife was like, oh yeah, he told you about his humanitarian jobs and stuff. And she was like, and she was like, yeah, and then he told you how much he left his family, and then he told you this, and she was like, well, how do you know these things? And she was like, yeah, because he told me the same thing or whatever, or no, the PI had said that or something like that. So she like, what? And then she said something. So she was like, well, how could you be with somebody that was, oh no, because she was like, he told me the same things. But she was like, but he wasn't married. How could you be with someone that wasn't married? Like, how could you do that? How could you mess up a home or whatever? And Andy was like, well, he told me that he was unhappy. And he said that he has a high sex drive. And apparently she had some complication during her pregnancy where she had to get like an emergency hysterectomy. And she hasn't, I guess, not been the same since then or whatever. And she was like, he told you that? Like, he told you that? Like, for real? So this done made her more pissed because he running her business and telling all this. And then she was like, Andy was like, when he said he wasn't in love with you no more and all this other stuff. And he wasn't making, like, he was sad, he was unhappy and blah, blah, blah. So she like, oh, okay. She just got up and the PI was like, no, come back. She was like, I'm done with this. I'm done with this bitch. I'm done with her or whatever. So then she stormed out. The PI like, I'll talk to her later. And Andy like, well, what that mean? She was like, well, she talking about suing you. So yeah, I'll talk to her later. So next we see Zach. He bringing Karen breakfast in bed. He all excited and stuff like that. They talking about their future and whatnot. He invited her out for dinner or whatever later on that night. She going to the bed. Oh, was Karen Andy? No, Andy was while he was going out to work. Andy busting the door. And he was like, oh, you probably surprised to see me. She was like, no, I'm not. And he was like, well, I just want to let you know that I'm gonna take care of you. Yeah, that's fine. And Danny, where's Karen? So she cut him straight off. She went over to Karen and told Karen what happened at the job or whatever. At the job. Karen was like, what you want to do, girl? She was like, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna call Gary, invite him for lunch, and I'm gonna tell him everything. I'm just gonna let him know. She was like, you sure, girl, you want me to be there? She was like, no, you go on because you got clients and stuff like that. Because I had went over there and they said that you was late. So I knew Zach was over here tearing it up. So I came over here. But you go to work. I'm going to go to the work and I'm going to just wait for the other shoe to drop. She was like, oh, all right, girl. All right, well, you look cute. She was like, well, at least I'm cute because I'm going to get 5. And she goes saunter off. I like that dress on Andy. She look real cute. Anyway, Karen going to the bathroom and Zach done take like 3 of his checks. I hope they was like voided out checks or something like that. Because why you ain't cash some things? Maybe you got direct deposit and that was just like his bank stub. Okay. So she take and then on the thing it said, here go all 3 of my last checks. It's all I got or whatever. She took a picture of it. She was smiling and stuff because it looked like he, doing better. Because she had told she told Andy, like, I'm done for real this time. Like, for real, this is last chance. She was like, okay, girl, here's the last chance. Okay. We don't believe you, sis. So that was that. Then we see Bree. She pop up at Danny's job. Now, is this like a little tiny airport where it's like, not far out from the city? But they in Atlanta, so I don't know about Atlanta got no little airports, but maybe they do. I don't know. I just know about the main airport in Atlanta. But is it close to Bree's job where she just like popping up? I just want to know. Because like, why you just want to pop up at the airport? You couldn't have called her on the phone? Like, her phone don't work? But whatever. She pop up at Danny's job to talk about Calvin, child. And to see how high Danny freak meter is. And to see if a man she was with ever wanted to do that or whatever. And Danny was like, no, they ain't never happened to me. And she was like, well, you the biggest freak in our group. I thought it would happen to you. And she was like, no, girl, why would you say that? She was like, what happened to the man with one leg and a plastic penis? She was like, oh yeah, him. So then they start. So then Danny was telling her like do the finger test. See, tell Karen. She was like, Karen and Zach back together. Won't you call Karen up and see, like if Zach would take the, if he try. She was like, well, how I'ma bring that up? Like, Karen, next time you and Zach having sex and you put the vibrator in his ass, like, what? Like, no. So she was like, well, just do the finger test, like, tell her put her finger back there, and then, if he protests, then, and then if he take it all, then it's a normal thing or whatever. So she like, no, I don't know. I'm not asking that. And then Karen calls Danny at the same time, and then Danny like, oh, okay, well, Karen, not Karen, Bree is going to be calling you with a question. Please answer her or whatever she called. And Bree like, no, I'm not. Bye, y'all. Bye. So she leaves. She going to work. And Danny and Karen start talking. And Karen basically just thanking Danny for what she did. And they, they mending their relationship and stuff like that. So that was real cute. What happened? Okay, so then we see we see Bree, she in the car driving to work. Karen calls Bree, and she was just like, well, why was you at the airport, girl? She was like, well, nothing, no reason. She was like, you sure? Because, you at the airport. That's what I'm saying. You went all the way to the airport. You ain't called there for nothing or whatever. But, so she was like, well, you thinking about Calvin? Ain't nobody thinking about that man. She was like, girl, who you talking to? She was like, well, how's your day? How was you going up like that? I heard Zach back home. And she was like, oh, well, you deflecting or whatever. And she was like, well, I just want to know about your day and stuff. So, they talking. And Bree said she was happy that her and Danny making up. And Karen like, well, what did you want to ask me, girl? She was like, I ain't want to ask you nothing. That was Danny. She wanted to ask you. She was like, girl, stop playing. What you want to ask me? And she was like, well, you got a vibrator, right? She was like, yeah, I know you ain't about to ask me to borrow my vibrator. She was like, no, who does that? She was like, Danny. Ew. Girl, no, it is not. It ain't that serious. But she was like, well, what you want to know about Herb? She was like, Herb? She was like, yeah, that's why I named him. What you want to know about him? It's a long story. She was like, well, can you like try the vibrator on Zach? What? What? She was like, well, I'm just saying, like the finger test to see if he like it or or something. She was like, oh, I already know he don't like it because every time I be gripping him and every time I go back there, he just tightens his little butt up. Ooh, girl, I'm getting so excited just thinking about it right now. And she was like, no. And so, she was just like, well, you ain't thinking about Calvin, but you thinking about Calvin. And she was like, well, I don't know if I want to do that. Like, I don't know if I want to keep doing with this. What do you think I should do? She was like, well, girl, why do you want to be with? She was like, well, I can't get used to him. Why do I want to change him into something else? And she was like, well, you want to change him into something else or you don't want him to be gay? And she was like, well, I don't really think he's gay. I just think that I'm just not comfortable with the panties and then the vibrator. And she was like, well, girl, just dump them. And she's like, well, but the sex is so good. It's just like, it's all about me. And he like a cold drink of water on an empty stomach. She was like, girl, what are you talking about? She was like, well, it's all about me and everything. And it's so good. And I'm like, Bree, all these danglings out here, I'm sure somebody gonna please you just the same way. Like, why are you trying to force this man? This man, like, he freaky like that. Let that man be freaky like that. If he's just not meant for you. He's just not meant for you. You just can't change him. You can't be like, oh, okay, then you can't have this freaky side to you. You can't do this. You can't wear this. Like, no. And so when she was telling her, Karen was like, well, was that vibrator about you? She was like, no, it was about him. Like, he ain't supposed to get pleased. Girl, stop. And so Karen was like, She She was like, well, just ask him then. Just, And then when she was hanging up, Bree was like, yeah, he asked me to buy a bigger one. She was like, girl, well, buy one then. She was like, buy. This is too much. This is too much. Bree just need to just break up with Calvin. It's not gonna change. This man like what he like. He is who he is. Now he done already put on the boxer briefs for you. Who knows if he gonna wear him every day? He might wear him on a day that he ain't know he was gonna hook up with you or something. Like, child, Bree just need to go on here and find somebody else who gonna please her, or just please yourself. God damn it, I'm tired of her. Ugh. So then we see Danny at the airport. She at the airport. Sylvia, she trying to help some people at the counter. Sylvia always got a goddamn problem. Danny come over there to help the people or whatever. And then the white guy was just because she was like, okay, well, I upgraded you and your wife. He was like, this is my sister. And she was like, okay, all right. And he just staring her down or whatever. And they go sit down. Zach, he come over, he bothering Danny. Danny like, come on, you don't be sneaking up on me like that. I got gas on this keto. And so he tells her that he all happy with Karen and stuff like that. And he going to take her to the 2-for-1 buffet. And, have a little all you can eat. Ain't nothing wrong with a little all you can eat. So he won $200. I said, goddamn, what kind of buffet is this? So he borrowed $200 from Danny. And then he going about his way. He kissed on the lip. I mean, not on the lip, on the cheek. And so the man with the tight shirt, he was kind of cute. He was acting slow, but he was cute. And he come over there and he was like, is that your boyfriend? And Danny like, no, is something wrong, sir? What's going on? Is something? Can I help you with something? And he was just like, I'm just, well, I like you. Well, he's talking about, can he get her number? Well, can I get your number? And she like, for what? Like customer service? Like, what do you want? I was just like, Danny, like, why are you acting slow? So then the sister saw him struggling back there. So she come up. She was like, hi, I'm her sister. I forgot her name. We're going to call her Julie. I'm Julie. And she was like, okay, I'm Danny. It's right here. It's Danny. And she was like, okay, well, he's been staring at you all day, and like he really wants your number. He's very shy, but he's very nice and stuff like that. And it's my brother, so And Danny's like, what? Huh? Like what is going on? And he was like, stop, this is embarrassing. Like, go sit down. And so she finally goes sit down or whatever. And then he was just like, I'm sorry, like I'm new to this. And she was like, why? Like what? Why? And he was like, why what? She was like, well, why are you new to this? Why you ain't never talked to nobody before? You ain't never talked to no girls? Like, what's going on? And how old are you, child? And he like, I'm 34, and I would like to, it's a long story. She was like, well, I got all day, we can talk. He was like, well, not really, because my flight is leaving. And she was like, all right. Well, I'm here. Write your number down in my phone, and I'm gonna give you a call. You gonna call me? Like, call me? She was like, yes, I'm gonna call you. So they exchanged numbers or whatever like that, and she like, okay, then go on so you can watch me walk away. He was like, okay. Child, what's wrong with that man? So she do her little sexy walk away. Child, then Zach, we see him, he keep getting this call from this girl. He like, not today, Satan. So he keep ignoring her. As he ignoring her phone call, she walking up behind him. Child. He like, oh shit, my bad. She was like, so I'm not important? He was like, no, girl, I'm working or whatever like that. She was like, oh, okay, well, we need to talk. We really need to talk. He was like, well, I just left my girlfriend's house and stuff like that. She was like, yeah, okay, well, we need to talk. Yeah, but I don't think you heard me. I'll just left my girlfriend's house. Like, Helena, you are a good girl, and I'm sure you'll find a good man. She was like, yeah, to raise your baby. Baby who? So she tells him that she pregnant with his baby, and he was like, how you know? She was like, don't play me. It is your baby. We need to talk. I'm scared. And so she go to hug him, and he backing away or whatever. As she go to hug him, of course Danny walks up and sees it. And he like, look, I was just telling her I got a girlfriend, my girlfriend Karen. I don't know why she was trying to hug me, like what's going on. And she was like, well, because Danny was like, well, what's going on? And the girl was like, well, who is this? She got an attitude. I don't like her or whatever. And Danny was just like, what? Excuse you type thing. And he was like, look, you just need to go, you just need to go. And she was like, well, I'm talking to him about I would have thought you would know I'm pregnant or something, she said. And she was like, what? And Zach like, oh my God, just go home, just do something, just go. What I promise I'll call you. You promise you call me. And I promise I'll call you as soon as I get in. You better, as soon as you get in. So she walk off, and Danny like, oh child, take the key back. You gonna need this. And she was like, give my $200 back because you ain't gonna need that for dinner no more. You cannot catch a break. And she go walking off laughing. We at Andy's place. Somebody knocking on the door. It was Leslie. That's the PI lady name, child. Ooh, I can't wait till we stop looking at her in this goddamn wig. And then why I flip up and child. So Andy, she opened the door. She like, what you doing here? She hostile again. The lady like, look, I don't think we need to talk or whatever like that. And I'm not blaming you. I think it's all him. And we need to take them down or whatever like that. Let me just come in, let's talk. She like, all right, whatever. She let her in. And then the way she was looking at her, before she even said, before the whole scene went on, I was like, damn, Leslie looking at her like she want to eat fucking Andy up, like for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Like, girl, why is you eyeball? I was like, she look like she finna take Andy down, okay? Down, okay? She was biting her lip and looking up and down. I mean, Andy is a very attractive woman and got a body to die for. I was just like, girl, if you don't get it together, child. Woo, she was finna strap up and bang Andy out. Do you hear me? But anyway, she was like, oh, this is a nice place or whatever. Yeah, that's nice. She was like, okay, what do you want? Like, why is you here? And she was like, well, I got oh no, she was asking her because Andy said, well, what is she saying? She was like, well, she downstairs in the car. And she was like, well, she want to come up, she want to see the place. She was like, why she want to see the place? Like, what's the point of her seeing the place for? Which I guess she's just trying to piece it all together, see how things go and stuff like that. But I told her to wait in the car, you know what I'm saying? And then for some reason, it kind of got all weird and wonky because Andy felt the vibes coming off Leslie, and she was like, look, she was like, is you a lesbian? She was like, yeah. I was like, duh, Andy, look how she looking at you, and look how she looking right now, girl, stop. Like, no. So she was like, well, I'm not, and this is very unprofessional. She was like, well, I don't work for you or whatever. I said, girl, what how did we get here? So she like, what she said? She said something. I forgot what she said. But because she was telling Andy like she knew all about her or whatever like that. And so then we hear another knock on the door. And she was like, is that her? And she was like, I told her to wait in the car. So she was like, I'm tired of this shit. And she opened up the door. Is this nigga? So he had to know. I said, why is his sweatsuit all tight? Oh, stop. So he come in the house. He looking at Leslie or whatever. She don't say nothing. She's just staring him down. And he like, hello, and she don't say nothing. And so Andy was like, well, this Tina. And Tina was just telling me that she got a package in the car for me. So could you go downstairs and get the package? Talking about the wife. So Leslie, she walk on out the door, whatever like that. Andy and Gary, I'm about to call that man Jeffrey. Andy and Gary, they started talking. And he was like, well, what's going on or whatever. And she was like, this is what's going on. So she opened up the thing. She started pulling out the pictures. She started crying and stuff. She was like, what is this shit? What is this? Who is this? Like, what's going on or whatever like that? Tell me. He was like, what? Well, I can tell you. I can explain. But he ain't saying nothing for real. So she like, you can't tell me nothing. Then she smush him. I'm like, but you just asked him to tell you something and you ain't gonna let him talk. Okay, Andy, you angry, upset, all that stuff. So I'll give you a pass. So next, she was like, she said, explain again. So he was like, I can tell you everything. So that's when the wife walked in. And she was like, well, I would like to hear it too. Because she all big and bad man. He like, what is she doing here? Like, what is going on? And so, Andy, she buck up. No more tears, face all dry and shit. So, she like, this was gonna happen. You gonna get her the car, you gonna get her the house, you gonna get her $50,000 a month, because this man making $100,000 a month. I forgot to tell y'all that last week. $100,000 a month, not a year. a month. So she was like, "You gonna give her 50,000? The only thing you leaving is with the clothes on your back." And he was like, "All right, I don't care. I don't need none of that ish. I don't need none of it. Like I can't you as long as I have you, girl. I don't need none of that stuff." And so Andy like, "What? You don't care?" And then the wife like, "So you don't care about none of that stuff? What's going on? Like what?" And he like, "Look, I told you, I don't love you. I'm not in love with you no more. I'm not in love with you no more. How many times I got to tell you I'm not in love with you no more?" I said, "Oh, he has worked on his acting too. Go ahead, Gary." So I still don't like him, but he was going off. And so the PI was like, because he was like, "I love you," or whatever. He was telling Andy he loved her or whatever. And so the PI was like, "Just like you love her, you love her, just like you love that woman right there." And he clicked up the picture. He was like, "Who, her? Who this?" And he was like, "What have you been telling her? What have you been telling her?" Child, it turned out that that's the sister, Jasmine, damn sister, the wife, Jasmine's sister. And he was like, "I went down to Mexico with her, and they found out that she lied. The mama ain't even sick or nothing like that. So this a whole crazy family. I don't even want to be in this family no more. And it's about to be me and you." And he's like, "Okay, I love you too." I was like, "Oh God, Andy." So and then so the wife like, "You ain't even give us a chance though." He like, "We was in counseling for 3 years. Ain't nothing. We ain't together. Like, I don't love you. I don't want you no more." So my whole thing is, I'm gonna just pause that scene right there. If you ain't want her no more and you ain't left her no more, why she filed for divorce? Why he ain't filed for divorce? Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me, because yeah, it ain't adding up. It ain't adding up. So anyway, they going off and all this other stuff, and she like, "Well, what about the kids? You ain't even care about the kids. The kids hate you. They gonna hate you for this or whatever." He's like, "Yeah, because all the bullshit you telling them, like you telling them all this BS about me and all this. I ain't got time for this foolery." So then he's turning to Andy. He was like, "Well, I could have explained all this to you and all this other stuff, and I ain't mean to hurt you and blah blah blah, but you could have just asked me. You could just ask me." And then he leave off with a whole attitude, child. And so I'm like, "You got the attitude? Oh, okay." So, first, but before he tried to leave, the wife gonna stand by the door. He was like, "Jasmine, move out the way. Like, move out the way." She like this big. So he like, "Move out the way." She like, "I ain't moving nowhere." And so he turned to Leslie and was like, "I suggest you move her." And so Leslie was like, "Come on, Jasmine, just move on out the way. Just come on, move from in front of the door." So Jasmine moved out in front of the door. Gary leave or whatever. Jasmine going off. She like, "You know what?" And so, because Leslie was like, "Well, you got them for half or whatever, like that. You got them where you want them at. It's okay." She was like, "I don't want no half. I want it all. I want all the ducats, okay? I want all the monies, and I want her disbarred and fired. You the wrong husband." And then she went on out. I said, Oh, but earlier she had cursed. I forgot. She was just like, "I hope you die in misery, live in misery," and everything. Basically, she did a whole Color Purple goddamn curse on the girl. Like, everything you touch ain't gonna be nothing and all this other stuff. So I was just like, "Oh Lord." So then at the end, when she like, "You finna be disbarred," I was like, "Child, Andy." So then next we see Karen. She going into work, and then I don't know if her receptionist, I don't know who that lady is, but she was annoying. Talking about, "Girl, you can't be late. You know you need this money. You got these clients waiting and stuff." Hold up, why are you in my pockets? Back up. I'm here. Where the client at? So Karen was like, "Where's she at, girl?" Okay. And so turn up, child, who turned around in the chair? But the crazy ass ex-wife. So she turned around in the chair. She like, "Oh God, not you. What are you doing here?" And she was like, "I lost him. He's not coming back." "Oh, I don't want your man, girl. I'm gonna go on and pray about it." She was like, "I did. I tried to pray about it. He doesn't want me back." She was like, "Is you on something?" She was like, "God is not gonna forgive me. I think he will. Okay, now you go on, get your bag." And because she was like, "Well, just stay away from my husband." She was like, "I'm not with your husband, girl. I don't do preachers." So she like, "Just go on, get your stuff, go on, leave or whatever." And she turned to the receptionist like, "Don't let her in here no more." So the wife, she like, "Okay, I'm gonna just leave." So she go and grab her purse. It got a gun in the purse. Child, she wasn't trying to shoot up the shop. This bitch shot herself. That thing scared me because I did not expect that. I really did not expect that because she got that bag and pop, gone. Blood splatter all on Karen, and then it ended. Child, I said, what in the hell is going on? Next week, we're going to see, of course, Karen going to be all shocked and stuff like that. And then, I forgot. I guess the wife gonna sue or some shit. I don't remember, child. But at any rate, this was a good episode. I enjoyed it. What y'all think about the episode? Y'all believe that Gary really wasn't sleeping with all these women? Cause wasn't this another woman other than the one from the airport? Wasn't it somebody else in the pictures too? So what happened to that lady or whatever? And do you think? Cause I think that the PI sleeping with Jasmine. Something telling me they sleeping together. I don't know why. Because the PI, or maybe the PI want to sleep with Jasmine. Because shit is going hard for her. And she calming Jasmine down. And Jasmine kind of not really listening, but she kind of listening. So I think they sleeping together. Interesting. What y'all think? And it was something else. Oh, y'all think that girl really pregnant by Zach? Or is she just faking turkey bacon? I don't know, but I hope not, because Zach, he seemed to be trying to go on the right path. I mean, it's only been a day, but a day on this show is like a week. So it seemed like he trying to do right. But anyway, y'all, tell me what y'all thought about the episode. Tell me what y'all thought about this review. And if you liked it, hit the like button. And if you are not subscribed and just watching, please hit that subscribe button for me, please. And then hit the notification bell to be notified when I drop new videos. All right, y'all. Until next time, peace.